Good morning, students. How are you? Already started the second lesson of geography: land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and a wildlife. In that lesson, already completed the topics like land, soil, and water. Today, you are going to learn about natural vegetation and wildlife. What is natural vegetation? Plants that grow naturally known as natural vegetation. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist in the biosphere. What is biosphere? Biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Then what is the peculiarity of biosphere? In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. In the biosphere, plants are depending animals and animals are depending plants for their survival. These interrelation and interdependent between living beings known as ecosystem or the life supporting system known as ecosystem. Vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Next, you can study about wildlife. Wildlife includes animals, birds, insects as well as the aquatic life forms. What are how the animals or wild animals useful for the human beings? The animals provide us milk, meat, hides and wool. Insects like bees provide us honey, help in pollination of flowers and have an important role to play as decomposers in the ecosystem. The birds feed on insects and act as decomposers as well. Vulture, due to its ability to feed on dead livestock, is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. So, animals, big or small, all are integral to maintaining balance in the ecosystem. What is natural vegetation? Plants which are grown naturally known as natural vegetation. Different parts of the world, different kinds of natural vegetation grow. For example, forest, grassland, desert vegetation, etc. Next, you are going to learn about why natural vegetations are very important. Natural vegetation like forests are very important because forest helps to enhance the quality of environment. It modify the local climate, it control soil erosion. Forests regulate the flow of streams. Natural vegetation control the wind force. Forests maintain temperature. Natural vegetation cause rainfall. Forests provide humus to the soil. Forests provide shelter to the wildlife. Forests provide gum. The natural vegetation provides food for fire and forests provide wood for furniture. And natural vegetation and forests provide different kinds of medicines. This picture is an example of forest. The major vegetation types of the world are grouped as forest, grassland, scrubs and tundra. In areas of heavy rainfall, huge trees grow well. The forests are associated with areas having abundant water supply. This picture shows the grassland. As the amount of moisture decreases, the size of trees and their density reduces. Short stunted trees and grasses grow in the region of moderate rainfall, forming the grasslands of the world. Another important type of natural vegetation is thorny shrubs and scrubs. Thorny shrubs and scrubs grown in dry areas of low rainfall. In such areas, plants have deep roots and leaves with a thorny and a waxy surface reduce the loss of moisture through transpiration. Another important type of natural vegetation is tundra vegetation. Tundra vegetation exists in the cold polar region. Tundra vegetation of cold polar region comprise of mosses and lichens. Forests are broadly classified as evergreen and deciduous depending on when they shed their leaves. Evergreen forests do not shed their leaves simultaneously in any season of the year. Evergreen forests further classified as tropical evergreen forest or temperate evergreen forest. Another important type of forest is deciduous forest. Deciduous forests shed their leaves in a particular season to conserve loss of moisture through transpiration. Deciduous forest also further classified as tropical deciduous forest or temperate deciduous forest. The areas of heavy rainfall, the trees grow well. Vulture, due to its ability to feed on dead livestock, is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. Next topic, you are going to learn about conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Forests are our wealth. Plants give shelter to the animals and together they maintain the ecosystem. That is why conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife are very important. Changes of climate and human interference can cause the loss of natural habitat for the plants and animals. Many species have become vulnerable or endangered. Then, what are the reasons for the loss of natural habitat? Changes of climate and human interference are the very important cause of the loss of natural habitat. Many species have become vulnerable or endangered. What is the meaning of vulnerable? Vulnerable means the number of animals and plants decreasing. Endangered means very less number of animals and plant species exist in our country. Another important term is extinct. Before a lot of years, some species of plants and animals lived on the earth. But now, all the species of that animals and plants not exist at present. That group of animals and plants included in the extinct group. What are the reasons for decreasing the number of plants and animals in our country? Deforestation, soil erosion, construction activities, forest fires, tsunami, landslide, poaching. Due to the deforestation or due to cutting of trees, create destruction of habitat of the wildlife, and the cutting of trees led to the soil erosion. Due to the different kinds of construction activities, forest areas cleared and forest fire creates a chance for the loss of the life of the wildlife and destruction of a large number of plants. Another important reason of decreasing the number of animal is poaching. The animals are poached for collection and illegal trade of hides, skins, nails, teeth, horns as well as feathers. Which kinds of animals included in the important category of poaching? Tiger, lion, elephant, deer, blackbuck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich and peacock. What is poaching? Poaching is the illegal taking of wildlife in violation of local, state, federal or international law. Activities that are considered poaching include killing an animal out of season without a license. Unlike hunting, poaching is the illegal killing of wildlife. One of the most common drivers of poaching is the desire for rare animal products such as ivory and furs. Poaching does not necessarily involve the killing of threatened or endangered animals. Any animal can be poached if it is killed unlawfully. This picture shows poaching of an elephant. Elephant is killed to take the ivory. What are the conservation measures take in order to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife? First one, establishment of national park, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, etc. Second one, conservation of creeks, lakes and wetlands. Third one, the awareness programs. Awareness programs like social forestry and Vana Mahotsav should be encouraged at the regional and community level. School children should be encouraged to bird watch and visit nature camps so that they appreciate the habitat of varied species. Many countries have passed laws against trade as well as killing of birds and animals. In India, killing lions, tigers, deers, great Indian bustard and peacocks is illegal. An international convention, CITES, has been established that lists several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. Conservation of plants and animals is an ethical duty of every citizen. As a human being or future citizen of our country, children, you also need to give importance to the protection of our natural vegetation and wildlife. As a part of this, you can plant any kind of a plant in our surrounding area. If anyone engaged in the poaching of animal, if you know about it, please inform to the authorities that help the protection of the wild animals. So, it is our responsibility to protect our wildlife and the natural vegetation. Our second lesson of geography is complete here. Thank you, students.